So let me ask you this question. Once again, it's a blessing to have you here. Do you see yourself as a motivational speaker? Do you see yourself giving a TED talk? Like, how do you see yourself? Because you got so much inspiration. You know what I'm saying?
I don't see myself as nothing but a man striving. You know what I'm saying? A person. I'm from the ghetto. I'm from the hood. I'm from the slums. What person do you know is respected that comes out of his house that was a very good person that never been in the streets and nothing, and out of nowhere he said, I'm a gangster.
And our culture?
The culture, our life. Yes, our culture. Yeah. I'm saying, to answer your question when you said, how do I consider myself?
Right.
I consider myself a man striving. But how would you respect me if I said, out of nowhere, I'm a gangster? That wasn't my life. So by me saying that, I can't specify myself as a motivator. I can't specify myself as a dancer, a boxer. I can just say I'm a man striving. And the way that you perceive me is what you get from it. Because everything I'm doing is to get better. Mm-hmm. And if that's inspiring, if that's motivating, more power to it. Because for every action is a reaction. If I give you something and you give it to somebody else and they give it to somebody else, I reap those benefits. Mm-hmm. So I strive not to ever put a title on anything that I do because I like the answer for that. So moving forward, I just see myself as a person striving to be the best the best possible. That's all I can do, man.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
Like that. Watching other interviews, you talked about a situation in your brother, you feel me? A murder accidentally with you and your brother. So can you talk on that situation when it took place?
This happened June 2005. I tried to take a gun away from my brother, a Glock 30, and I tried to pull it away, and it accidentally discharged and shot him in his head, killed him in my grandma's house when my grandma was downstairs, and I was wrongly convicted and sent upstate under involuntary manslaughter. They sentenced me to 7 years in prison. And at the time, my family wasn't back in my play the way they're supposed to. So the true oppositions, as we supposed to say, was looking at it like, well, fuck it, they ain't helping them. We ain't helping them. So they found me guilty of involuntary manslaughter of the first degree, felony 2. And they didn't even look for the gun. How the fuck you found me guilty of murder? There's no gun. Mm-hmm. Wait, I didn't get charged with a gun? How I shoot somebody? It's because my family wasn't saying nothing. That's because I ain't had no help. So I ended up going upstate for fucking 4.5 years. I did 3 years in the hole. 3 years in the hole straight. Could have went psychological. I was crazy upstate, I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't crazy like a nigga picking up cigarette butts, eating them. I get with you. I don't fuck if you was a cop, I get with you. I was a physical dude, y'all know I did it. But a lot of that came from frustration, anger, sadness. I'm like, why the fuck am I in jail? It was an accident. I went right to jail. I didn't have no chance to fucking cry on one family member's shoulder. I never got a chance to sit down, talk to nobody. I had nobody to console me. Can you think of that? Can you imagine that? Your brother accidentally died at your hands. I ran out the house right there, 52nd and Whippy. Right there, 52nd and Whippy, right in front of the Christianity Center. Across the street from the building where my brother was at his funeral. I put the gun in my mouth, tried to blow my head off. This shit didn't work. I took the gun from somebody. Inside the gun was 5 bullets. It was 3 spent bullets and 2 flatheads, 2 lives. And I remember that shit. I cocked that gun back that night. And that gun, that bullet that I cocked back was the one that worked. Because when I left out of that house, I put the gun in my mouth and I tried to blow my shit off right there in front of the church on 52nd and Whippy Avenue. Shit didn't go off, bro. The shit did not go off. To the point where I ended up in somebody's house and I emptied the gun out. Emptied the gun out and I'm looking at all the bullets. I'm trying to figure out what happened. I'm looking at all the bullets. And there was 3 bullets that was tapped, which means they was dead shells, which means somebody tried to fire them. And there was only 2 working shells in there. It was flatheads. And one of them killed my brother. Out of all them bullets, I tried to kill myself and it didn't happen. I went through all of that shit, went to jail, all of that. I'm still here. I'm not eating fucking rocks off the ground, eating gum. I'm not running around acting crazy. I'm not promoting, but I'm still fighting. And that's a whole different animal because that's the mental. That's the mental. And people ask me, man, how you so strong? Do you know what the fuck I've been through? If I cry, what the baby going to do? I've been through some shit.